Welcome. We are back to another episode of Let Us Become Sharper slash TNS podcast. And I got my baby, Dawn. Dawn, say hello to the people.
Hey people, how are you, Detroit?
Hey, and all over the world.
Oh, we all over the world?
We all over the world.
Oh, in the world.
We live in
Hello.
Detroit, but we all over the world right
Yes,
now.
yes.
We are everywhere. They ain't never there. Let Us Become Sharper slash TNS podcast. The title, Let Us Become Sharper, is birthed and based off CJ Clippers LLC, the business established the cleanest blades in the game, the best blades in the game. CJ Clippers LLC, the best blades in the game. Took my game to the next level when I established my own business. And, you know, the way that we got it set up now with the best blades in the game, that service is sacred. It is undisclosed location of where the blades are sharpened and adjusted. You won't know where it is because we got to keep that portion of the business sacred. We coming into the second phase of the business, getting to the bag. The second phase of the business, CJ Clippers LLC, is prosperity and power. The rant that goes in between the podcast. That's also at an undisclosed location. Moving forward to TNS, Thursday Night Society, where dreams come true. You know, we are a venue people. We are a people of venues. And if you want your dreams to come true, you definitely can come in on Thursday Night Society, TNS, where dreams come true. We are venue people. Going back to my beautiful, beautiful co-host today, Dawn. Dawn, how do you feel?
I feel great, honored, number one, to be in the presence of Carl. It's been 20 years that we've known over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
That we've known each other, and to just run him today and to be able to just be a guest on his podcast, I'm ready.
You never know. You never know what happens.
Right.
It's all. I want to say this is a sidebar. I want to say this. It's a beautiful thing when this is not the topic, but what I want to say is a side note. It's a beautiful thing when magic can happen.
Yes.
There are people who come in your life that play too much. There are people who come in your life that don't play enough. And there are people like me who don't play at all. I don't play games, fool. When I see Dawn, we fall right into the same thing as if it was 20 plus years ago. We've been to Amazing Frankie Beverly concert. We've rode around Detroit, we've been on the rooftops.
Five-star restaurant.
Yeah, we've done it all. So I heard her call me today. I said, "Oh, well, there she is." You know, it's just like the Forrest Gump, Jenny, like Forrest Gump and Jenny. You know, they kept running into each other for the whole movie. Yeah. That's how our relationship is. Yeah. I may not see her, and then I just see her and just tap her, like, come on, just see her randomly. But that's a beautiful thing when magic can happen. I want to make a sidebar. I want to give a shout out to Shay Wills. Shay Wills had her book released, the memoir. Shay Wills, Becoming the Best Version of Myself. She did a book signing. I wasn't able to attend, but she gave RSVP. I wasn't able to attend, but I'm going to do better than attend. I'm going to put you over the airwaves, Shay Wills. Let Us Become Sharper. Shay Wills is part of the podcast. She's been writing books. She's been getting her career going, but we love you here.
Congratulations.
We haven't forgot you here, Shay. We haven't forgot you, Shay Wills. We got you right here. We're going to put some clips up of Shay Wills. She did her book signing at 90s. And it was a beautiful event. You can actually check her out, Shay Wills, on Facebook, and you can see the clips and the videos of her book signing. It was a success. We wish you much success, Shay Wills. We wish your book much success. She's a comedian and she has her acting career, so she's taking off. We also have Nina's House of Jewels. You can actually look online on Instagram and Facebook for Nina's House of Jewels. She has her own business established. She's also part of the Let Us Become Sharper umbrella. Under that umbrella, part of the family here. So, around here, we keep it a buck. And for all y'all who don't know what a buck is, since people act slow these days, that's called 100. We keep it 100 around here. We keep it a whole 110 around here with our loved ones and our supporters. We told you that all cash is verified and all book signings are verified and all houses of jewels are verified. Back to you, Dawn. Dawn.
Carl.
I got a topic for you. Okay. I want to talk to you. And I'm glad that you're here in attendance on the podcast. We got the lights low. The drinks is high. We're going to do what we do. You know, sometimes people try to candy coat and sugarcoat what they do, but we always have kept it real, like we were speaking earlier.
Yes.
So I thought about a topic today. We were talking earlier in the shop, and it came to me as I thought about what direction we were going in. When I say we, I'm just talking about, you and I. What direction are we going in here? And I sat there and I said, Dawn's level of intelligence and her level of conversation from being a master hairstylist for how long?
35 years.
For over 35 years. I'm talking about a master hairstylist. She's loyal to the soil. She don't leave until the last client is serviced. Her work is impeccable. Her business acumen is flawless and professional. And she's one of the most beautiful people that I've ever met. So when I was talking to her earlier in my private shop, I said, I need you to come into the air because these topics that I come up with are birthed from real life situations and scenarios. So the topic. Now I want you to talk to me. You look at me and I want you to talk to me.
Okay.
You look right at, I want you to talk to me. True mistakes can be forgiven. That means when someone makes a mistake, we can forgive them. But a bad choice, which is a conscious decision, something that you consciously did, does the apology mean anything?
Wow.
Now I'm going to take you all the way back, how we go back 20 plus years. Mm-hmm. Let's go back. Mm-hmm. Let's get this Let Us Become Sharper Life. This is what the podcast is all about. Right. I want you to feel this. Mm-hmm. True mistakes can be forgiven. Mm-hmm. That means you made a mistake. I can let that let that ride. But when someone makes a bad choice, which was a conscious decision, they knowingly did this intentionally. Does the apology mean anything to you?
Well, I want to start off by saying we didn't get no rehearsal, no practice.
No, nothing. We become sharper. We don't see, and that's right. So you want to expose that fact. No, I don't like the rehearsals. Yeah. I want to get you right here in the moment where it's fresh, because that's why I brought you in the way that I did. I know you can handle it. When somebody See, let me explain something to you. You're not apologizing because you're sorry. You're sad and you're apologizing because you got caught. Because I'm up on you. I caught you. Had you not got caught, you probably would have felt you might have had some finite level of remorse, but you really coming with that apology, that sincere, deep depth apology from the soul style apology, because you got caught. You're sorry because you got caught. Now, when someone makes a mistake versus when someone makes a conscious decision, does the apology mean anything?
I talk about that all the time. Being in the hair salon, being a stylist, conversations is going, and that's the one that I start out talking about, because I have people that I apologize. I'm sorry. At some point, we got to be held accountable for what we do, and apologies is just not accepted, especially consciously, because we using that too freely, us as a people. Like, you just can't be sorry and apologize to me. You held accountable for this, and sorry and I apologize. It just does not work, because at some point human people, we have an instinct, and with that instinct, it's just certain things that we do not do and that we do, and the way we were raised, the way we were taught, we need to live by that. And to apologize and to be sorry it's not accepted
for
consciously.
something that you did consciously.
I'm not accepting it at this point, this level in life. I'm 50 years old. I've lived and I learned, and I got more living and learning to do. This the next half of the rest of my life. And talking to my clients and people, that's been the topic. You just cannot apologize to me. You cannot be sorry because you knew what you was doing. You meant what you did, and it's not acceptable. It's
Wow.
not.
Wow. So the plan is out the window.
Gone.
That was a topic that I was thinking about earlier today when I and like Dawn stated, this is unrehearsed. When I spring these topics, just know some topics that I like to ask this set, I like to ask, we going on down the line. But in this instance, this is unrehearsed. She did not know that this is what I had planned for her. But I wanted to, that's why when we were conversing earlier before we went on the air, it was, what you're saying is kind of close to where I'm going with the topic tonight. But that's one that I've been working on that one. When someone does something, just making a mistake, you didn't know any better, or you thought it was this, but it was that, and they say, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I can get that.
I could accept that.
Yeah. But when someone consciously,
yes,
you know what you're trying to do, you about to steal it. Soon as Dawn go to the bathroom, we gonna steal it, and I caught you.
Right.
And then you say, I'm sorry.
You answered it. You said it. You sorry because you got caught.
You sorry because you got caught. It
still is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. The behaviors, that type of behavior is unacceptable. How this pertains to me is I deal with a world of people. And, your perspective, first of all, thank you. Your perspective and your opinion is valued here on the panel. I have Dawn on the panel. The beautiful Dawn. Dawn is powerful. She's so powerful. Having a hard time staying on this side of the studio. She's that powerful. So, when you have people in your life, especially me, I'll just give you a little intel about myself. The hours that I have to put in, it goes from necessity to overdrive to heinous. It's heinous. The what's demanded of me and what's required of me, it's past the call of duty. Yes. We're going above and beyond. So I'm like a blind man a lot of times. It's so much things that I can't see because I'm always in service. I'm always busy. Yeah. As my woman states to me, you're never at home. I want her to understand, even over the airwaves, because I feel that she does not understand. It's not that I'm never at home because I'm out playing or running the streets, which I am. I'm always running them streets. But she doesn't understand that running the streets is part of my business. Right. See, it's called out of sight, out of mind. That's the game. Out of sight, out of mind. Right. When the last time y'all went and checked for them old Chuck E. Cheese robots when they play like this? Man, and then they shut down and they go to sleep. When the last
what was going on in my head, like we robots.
Yeah.
And they'll never be able to make one of us.
Yeah. Once that robot shut down, you ain't thinking about the robot no more. Then when the robots playing the music, we all in. Even when we were kids, we would go and watch that. We love the show. And those robots sit there still for that long. And we were sitting there eating pizza and playing the games. And then all of a sudden, the bear wakes up. The eyeballs, and they start playing the drums and they got the instruments and they got a lead singer up there. Right. Now you're watching the show. Right. Soon as the show stops, the kids walk away. Yeah. Sweetheart, love of my life. I run them streets because I am too a Chuck E. Cheese robot. The only problem is I don't get to stop playing. No, I don't get to stop. The minute I stop, like a shark in the water, I did a podcast about apex predators. The minute that I stop swimming in the water is the minute that I die. Once water and oxygen stop flowing past my gills, once my fins stop going like this through the water, that's it for me. So my business, my survival, my success is not contingent upon doing a certain amount of work and then stopping and laying around. I got to do the work and then I got to market the work. I got to do the work and then I got to network the work. I got to be seen here. I got to be seen there. I got to be seen doing this. I got to be seen with this type and surrounding. I got to be at this event. I got to be at this event at this type of level. I can't be at the event standing outside in the line trying to get in the event. I got to be in the event and be right in the event.
Right.
That's my life. That's what makes me me.
Right.
So that type of rhetoric that, run the streets all day. No. Ain't run the streets all day. It's all part of the business. 360 degrees makes circumference.
Yes.
It's the actual service aspect, but then you have other aspects of the business that seal that business in. And that's something that I want her to understand. But I said that to say this. So, when people, I'm like I can only move like a chess, like the king on the chessboard, only one space at a time.
Right.
I rely on people to help me. And as a man, sometimes when we become adult and professional, we forget to, or we become ashamed to say it. Say it.
I say it.
I need help.
I need help.
I need help.
It take a team.
It take a team.
Mm-hmm.
The most successful people that you know in your mind, top of mind, there are 10 people.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oprah Winfrey is 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
We know the one name, but it's 10, 15 people make that name.
Yeah.
I am becoming to that level where I need more. I'm becoming sharper.
Mm-hmm.
It's more people making this one name.
Yeah.
So I am 5 to 7 people at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And when those people make mistakes consciously, intentionally, it is very hard to accept an apology. It's very, very hard to accept an apology when I know that you did something intentionally. One day I had a friend of mine. I had someone, because I don't like to use the word worker. I had an associate.
Right. Partner.
A partner. What's up, partner? I asked, what's up, partner? Don. I asked him, that tickles you. That tickles you. What's up, partner? You like it like that. Listen, I had a partner, and I asked this person. I had a letter that had to be mailed. I said, listen, I need you to take this to the post office and mail it for me.
Mm-hmm.
This person told me that they mailed it. And I said, thank you.
Oh.
They told me that they mailed it, and I said, thank you. Now I'm riding in the passenger seat with this person, and I find the letter in the door paneling. Found it. This is the letter. This the letter you mailed. I'm sorry. I didn't. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, you are so sorry. And I accept your apology. But in my mind, this is unacceptable behavior.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Why tell me that you mailed it when you didn't mail it? This is one of those packages that had to be mailed at the post office. Right. It wasn't no little. So I look in the door panel, right? Look over there. What do I see? The letter, the package that had that you told me got mailed. And now you're giving me an apology about this, and you want me to accept it, knowing that you consciously told me a bold-faced lie, one of those good ones too, one of those intimate lies, when all you had to do was say, I didn't get a chance to, we can go run and do it right now. No, you told me it's mailed, it's on the way, and then I'm sitting here thinking that business is being conducted when it's right in the door paneling. So that's the topic for today. When someone, think about that. Even all of you out there, think about that. When people do things on purpose, do you accept their apology?
Maybe people won't do things on purpose now that you talk about that, because what goes on in the dark comes out in the light.
Oh, it's coming out to the light.
Maybe we'll be more conscious about the choices we make.
Yeah.
Like, just be held accountable for our actions, doing things with loyalty, with standards, with morals. Like, you gonna get caught up. As you see, Carl just made a great example of that. You gonna get caught.
I'm talking about caught. I'm talking about caught. I'm talking about caught up. I'm talking about the long way. Got caught. So as we speak about this, one thing that I would like to add is that's the reason, because when people hear my interactions with my loved ones, they say, "Wow, man, you really said that." Yeah, because I understand that what's done in the dark comes out to the light at some point.
Yeah.
What I try to do to the best of my ability is bring everything out to the light.
Right.
Even the things that maybe should be in the dark. I just kind of bring all that stuff out to the light. Like, it wasn't that, it was this. And it's not to be cruel or crass or it's not to be it's not to be that way. The reason for me doing this Let's Become Sharper is to avoid the rude awakening of someone. That's like a rude awakening when someone discovers something that you were trying to keep hidden or discovers an untruth about you, which is a great detail, something that you really didn't want them to know.
Well, you're not that kind of person.
No, I'm not. I come, I try my best to be a straight shooter. I try to come right out and say, listen, dig this. This is what it was. We were at the gentleman's club. I don't want to say, oh yeah, we was at a bar.
Right.
And in your mind, you thinking we at the local pub. No, we weren't at the local pub. It was so much lamb chops.
Right.
All kinds of lamb chops.
Chicken thighs.
It was lamb chops, all right. See, you lead people to believe that you was at the neighborhood pub.
Right.
No, when I say I'm at the bar, we at the bar. But that's our personal time, for the professionals. That's for the like Thursday. That's for the professionals. So that's why I try to live that way in that space where it ain't too much hidden in the dark. I kind of keep it all out to the front, even if it's kind of wrong at times. So I get the reputation. Oh, here come girl, here comes CJ. He about to,
and you want that same back.
That's what I want. Bring it on out to the light, because that's gonna show me my errors, the error of my ways. If I'm doing something wrong. Oh yeah, you was with the fellas. Okay, well maybe I need to spend more time doing what the fellas do.
Right.
You was with the fellas, you say. Oh, well, what are they doing that I'm not doing? Because I'm coming home with a warm milk and some cookies to eat, and then roll over in the bed and put the covers up to my neck. Well, maybe I need to be hanging, and they hanging. You intrigued by that? Maybe I need to be doing that. So that's the logic behind that. But yeah, when someone does something consciously, you they doing this, knowing, pardon my French, but knowing damn well what they doing, do you accept their apology? That's the question for everybody out there. To our supporters, all cash is verified. That means anything coming in or anything going out is verified. It's stamped. Long gone is the day. I want to say this to you. I want to say this to you plainly, because my mentor in this game name was Ulysses. The one who gave me the game was Ulysses. So there's the day of not appreciating what you receive is over. See, it's a lot of y'all out there lazy in this game, and you want to receive specifically monetary money and act like I didn't, and then act like I didn't spend no money. You act like I never gave you nothing when I remember clearly giving you some money, and I looked out for you and I loved you. Yeah, I loved you. Respect my money. And I respect yours at all times. All cash is verified. That's what that means. That means respect my money. Do not act like I didn't spend money with you. And when someone spends money with me or gives something to me, I always like to verify. I like to let you know, I like you to be recognized. You are recognized as someone that helped me. The people who helped me in business, helped me with this podcast, helped me in the business world. All cash is verified. I appreciate you and I thank you. To my personal supporters, I got people. One of the very, very distinct and beautiful luxuries of life is to have people that help me with my personal life. There are people who help me from a financial standpoint, from an advice standpoint, and from a spiritual standpoint. I have people that help me. So I have to verify. I can't just sit back and say, I do all this by myself, Dawn. We just rolled up in the car and came up in the beautiful studio, and I did it's all me. Nobody helped me with this.
It is beautiful.
No, I can't say that. I got a lot of help behind the scenes, to help me do this. So I appreciate that. All cash is verified to the supporters, business and personal supporters. I like the fact that we're getting a good engagement for the viewing and the engagement to the podcast. Please keep it up out there. We work hard at this. You see the level that we brought it from. If you've been watching my journey, now Dawn's a part of the journey, but she was always a part of the journey that made the journey. Now she's part of the new journey and to the next level of the game. But everybody out there has been following. You can even see the elevation, the evolution of the studio. We're going up. Everything we're doing is going up.
You deserve it, Carl.
As do you. We're gonna do this thing together. So I speak to my supporters in that way. I like the topic. I got my guest here, Dawn. I like to just tell you guys about it. People making mistakes out there. Are they really mistakes? Or are they just trying to play you? And then when you catch them, they try to apologize for it. That's really, really not cool. Go back. I want you to go back. I want to put I'm figuring, I'm getting more savvy with the computers. I'm getting better with the media. I want you to go back and look at my rant, Prosperity and Power. It's a vlog that I do in between the podcast because sometimes life be life and I can't make it to the studio. So I do a rant. It's called Prosperity and Power. And I want you to go back on there. I was speaking to you about the grind and the well-oiled machine. The grind and the well-oiled machine. I was corrected by a very intellectual woman one day. I said something about grinding, and she said, "Young man, that's not the goal. The goal is to become a well-oiled machine." And I agreed with her because I don't rival. I don't get into that kind of competition. Sometimes I just listen. More people need to. But in my mind, I say, yeah, I understand the well-oiled machine, but the grind is where it's at. The grind shows you where you at, who you are, and what you are. A lot champions are made in the grind. A lot of people are well-oiled machine that you can't see the true character of who and what that person is. So I like the grind. So I was speaking on that on Prosperity and Power. On that, I'm gonna put some clips up for you to kind of, or either the clips or a link to so you can see what I was saying in there. But yeah, I like the way that we came in today and spoke about the topic. It was a very, very important one that needs to be addressed.
Yes.
I want you to be safe out there. Everybody out there viewing, everybody that sees this, I want you to be safe, but stay dangerous. That's like a double entendre. Be safe, but stay dangerous at the same time. Y'all know how to multitask out there. Some people be telling their little truth, but it really be a lie at the same time. So you know how to be safe, but stay dangerous at the same time. Be safe and stay dangerous out there. We're coming back to you next Tuesday. I'm going to have Dawn come back with me. We also have an event before we get out of here. I want to say something to you about my brother. My brother called me today. And that's my brother right there on the phone. See, when I'm on my podcast, my phone be ringing, but I got so comfortable, I just go ahead on and say it. So we got the back to school block party. This is my brother Troy. You remember when Troy came on? My brother Troy, Barber Troy, Master Barber, so fresh and so clean barbershop. Troy came on the cast. He wants to come back, so I want to have him come back. I may have Dawn and Troy come back together, but he's having a back to school block party. The back to school block party. I will be a part of it. This is Sunday, August the 25th. It's from 3 to 7 p.m. at the Salon Suite, right up there. The Salon Suites up there on 29746 Southfield Road inside of Salon Plaza. I want you to attend the back to school block party. There will be back to school supplies. He's going to do some haircuts. Troy is a great guy. Troy always does sponsorship. He loves to give back to the community. This is the 7th annual. So I want to make sure I put that on there. He called me earlier today. I got to go get with him. But even while we on the air, we putting our people on. because that's what it's all about. That's what Let Us Become Sharper is all about. It's not just about my service or my skills or me. You know, I got a friend named I. All he talk about is I and my. That's all he talk about. I'm not an I. I mean, I'm for my people too, you know. So I want to put the block party up there. Like I say, it's August 25th. I believe that's a Sunday, and it's going from 3 to 7 p.m. That's my brother Troy, the barber. So fresh, so clean barbershop. Stay safe and stay dangerous out there. Okay, and tune in with us next week. Let Us Become Sharper /TNS podcast. Tune in to us. We're trying to get this thing all the way up. Dawn knows she want to go all the way up.
All the way.
You want to go all the way?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's what we're going to do. All right. We out of here. We'll see you next go round. Like I said, the instruction is to stay safe and stay dangerous. Take care of yourselves and let us become sharper.
Thank you, Carl.